The aftermath of Milan Fashion Week continues to ripple across the global media landscape, and American outlets have wasted no time in declaring BTS's Jin as the standout figure. With his sophisticated yet effortless presence at Gucci's Spring/Summer 2026 premiere, Jin has not only cemented his role as a global ambassador, but has also set a new benchmark for what it means to be a fashion icon in the modern era. American reports describe Jin's impact as more than just visual appeal. They highlight how his ability to command attention in a room filled with seasoned fashion elites and Hollywood celebrities speaks to his unique star power. While luxury brands often rely on actors or established models to front their campaigns, Jin's Milan appearance proved that K-pop idols are no longer just participants. They are the leaders of this global conversation. Journalists in the US note that Jin's aura is a blend of accessibility and prestige. His outfit, Gucci's La Famiglia look featuring a pristine white silk shirt and tailored black trousers, was praised not only for its elegance, but for the way Jin infused it with his own personality. American media described his style as refined without arrogance and an effortless redefinition of masculine sophistication. Perhaps what struck American analysts the most was the scale of the response. Social media monitoring in the US showed that hashtags related to Jin's appearance generated more engagement than those tied to Hollywood attendees at the same event. Fashion observers in New York called it a turning point, where Jin proved that his influence was not limited to K-pop or Asia, but extended into the very heart of Western fashion capitals. The reports also emphasized the cultural significance of Jin's role. By seamlessly transitioning from a music superstar to a global ambassador for one of the world's most prestigious fashion houses, Jin showcased the adaptability and cross-industry relevance that American media now regard as the gold standard for global icons. One commentator summarized it bluntly: "If you want to know where fashion is headed, follow Jin BTS." As the dust settles on Milan Fashion Week, one truth remains undeniable. Jin's appearance has reshaped the dialogue on global fashion leadership. American media has declared it loudly. Jin is no longer just representing K-pop. He is redefining what it means to be the face of modern fashion on the world stage. American media crowned Jin the new standard for global fashion icons. Fans across the world erupted in celebration. In New York, ARMY organized spontaneous gatherings outside flagship Gucci stores, holding banners that read, "Jin, the future of fashion." Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, digital billboards lit up in Times Square-like style along Sunset Boulevard, with images of Jin at Milan Fashion Week, funded entirely by ARMY fanbases. In Europe, the excitement was just as palpable. Parisian armies flooded the Louvre courtyard with fan projects, displaying large LED signs showing Jin's Milan look alongside the caption, "Prince of Fashion." In London, fans projected images of Jin onto the Tower Bridge for a brief but symbolic fan-led tribute, sparking viral videos on TikTok and X. The response reflected not just fandom pride but a sense of validation, proof that Jin's artistry and charisma were finally being recognized by mainstream Western media. American armies in particular voiced their pride online. Twitter threads exploded with comments like, "We told you Jin's presence is unmatched. Now even American fashion media can't deny it," while others argued that Jin's influence extended far beyond music charts, placing him in the same league as the most powerful fashion icons of the decade. The hashtag Jin fashion icon dominated US trending lists for 18 consecutive hours, a testament to the intensity of fan devotion. Fashion analysts, too, acknowledged ARMY's role in amplifying Jin's impact. A Los Angeles-based critic told Women's Wear News, "What makes Jin unstoppable isn't just his visuals or Gucci's designs, it's the ARMY. They turn every moment into a global movement, ensuring his image travels further than any traditional campaign ever could." In Europe, media echoed similar sentiments. British outlets noted that the ARMY's efforts transformed Jin's Milan appearance into a cultural takeover, proving that fan power can rival, and even surpass, the influence of traditional advertising. One Spanish publication wrote, "Jin has what even Hollywood struggles to manufacture, an army of millions ready to elevate his every step." What began as a fashion premiere has now become a cultural milestone. With American and European media in agreement and fans amplifying the message worldwide, Jin's Milan Fashion Week debut is being remembered not just as an appearance, but as a declaration. K-pop has redefined global fashion, and Jin BTS is leading the charge. In the days following Jin's unforgettable appearance at Milan Fashion Week, whispers from the fashion industry suggest that multiple luxury brands in both the United States and Europe are now actively competing to secure his presence. Sources inside the New York fashion scene claim that several American fashion houses, including labels historically associated with Hollywood A-listers, are urgently reevaluating their ambassador lists after witnessing the explosive global response to Jin's Gucci premiered in Los Angeles. Brand insiders admitted to The Hollywood Reporter that Jin's Milan moment forced a new conversation within boardrooms. One executive stated, "We used to chase after Hollywood stars to headline our campaigns. Now the question is, how do we get Jin?" This shift highlights how American brands are no longer viewing K-pop idols as niche influencers, but as full-fledged cultural leaders capable of shifting global markets. Across Europe, the ripple effect has been just as strong. French luxury analysts noted that Jin's impact at Gucci overshadowed even the established presence of European celebrities. A Paris-based consultant told Le Monde, "When American media highlights Jin over Hollywood stars, it's not just a win for him. It's a wake-up call for all of us." Reports suggest that other iconic European houses, from Paris to London, are already drafting strategies to include Jin in upcoming showcases or ambassador discussions. The data backs up the urgency. According to social monitoring agencies, Jin's Milan Fashion Week appearance generated more than 1.8 million online mentions in the US alone within 48 hours, and close to 3 million across Europe. This level of engagement eclipsed that of other celebrity attendees, reaffirming that Jin's star power is not bound by geography or tradition. Industry experts say this could signal a larger shift in the luxury market, where K-pop idols like Jin are no longer simply collaborators, but the central pillars of brand identity and storytelling. A New York analyst summarized it bluntly: "Hollywood stars sell glamour, but Jin sells influence. Influence wins in 2025. For ARMY, this development feels like vindication." Fans have long insisted that Jin's charisma and artistry deserved equal recognition on the world stage. Now, with American and European brands scrambling to align themselves with him, those claims appear undeniable. As Milan Fashion Week fades into memory, the fashion world faces a new reality. The future of luxury branding may revolve around BTS's eldest member. And while Gucci holds the crown for now, the competition is only beginning, because the entire industry has realized that when Jin steps into the room, he doesn't just wear the clothes. He becomes the story. For decades, Hollywood A-listers dominated the front rows of Milan, Paris, and New York fashion weeks. Yet this season, whispers from within the industry reveal a different narrative. The spotlight was no longer theirs. It belonged to Jin of BTS. Insiders who attended Gucci's The Tiger premiere at Palazzo Mezzanot shared that several Hollywood stars in attendance were stunned by the media frenzy surrounding Jin. One stylist who works with an Oscar-winning actress told Page Six, "Usually when she arrives, the cameras turn. But this time, every lens was locked on Jin. It was like the rules had changed overnight." American commentators described the event as a shift in cultural gravity. Entertainment outlets noted that while acclaimed actors like Demi Moore and Edward Norton starred in Gucci's short film, it was Jin's mere presence that made headlines across continents. Clips of Jin stepping onto the red carpet trended higher in the US than the official film trailer itself, a fact that left many in Hollywood both impressed and unsettled. Some celebrities reportedly expressed admiration rather than envy. A New York-based fashion journalist quoted one actor as saying, "He doesn't need to act or model. His aura alone fills the room." That's rare, even in Hollywood. But behind the compliments, analysts believe Jin's dominance signals a sobering reality. Traditional Hollywood star power may no longer be enough to guarantee cultural relevance in the age of K-pop. American media outlets were quick to frame this as a wake-up call. The Washington Post ran a feature questioning whether Hollywood's reliance on familiar faces was outdated, noting, "Jin BTS represents a new generation of global icons whose influence extends beyond borders, industries, and demographics. Hollywood must now adapt, or risk fading into the background." European outlets echoed the sentiment, with Italian critics describing Jin as the rare figure who outshines even seasoned legends. His effortless charisma, combined with the support of millions of armies worldwide, created what one analyst called a perfect storm of influence that no single Hollywood celebrity could match.